Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go from LA. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Amarion Hampton. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas. That guy is Geno Smith. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
The first carry, get behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a 2nd time. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Herbert. To the left side, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the Raiders' 16-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They give to Harris from the gun. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. You got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one's good to McConkey. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Looking for an open man. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
A 1st and goal pass, yeah, it can be an act of surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make 2nd and goal much, much more difficult.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the turnover into a lead. Justin Herbert with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Raiders nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Trey Tucker to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to run for the first time now with the rookie from Boise State. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Smith on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
And again, it's Smith. Oh, he's going to run for it. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
A gain of 7.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Smith. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Genty from the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Vegas first down.
And a Las Vegas first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. The Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
And on 3rd down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. Looking to throw, Smith. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, because safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Carried by Harris here, start the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. On these first and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. Pushing it up past the 30. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and it brings up an LA first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Herbert from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Running behind center with Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. To throw, Herbert. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
He'll try to do it himself. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First and 10, here's Herbert. He drops it down to Harris. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hampton gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 3 on that game. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's another Chargers.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back to Hampton. Finds a big lane. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 13-0 lead.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but they'll get explosive on the ground as well.
Tiburon now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
14. Raiders, nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. Juke the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Raiders take over.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Giving this to Genty. Jukes one defender. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. Rolling left side, Bowers has it. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage, and that time, the defense got the job done.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Raiders in need of some points before the break. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Smith. Completed over the middle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
To Michael Mayer. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Smith to the air now. He's running for it. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
On the scramble.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Smith back to throw. He's keeping it again. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
A gain of 13 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Intended for Brock.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Smith. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Geno Smith with a touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chargers ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call and give right up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Remain Pratt hold the play defensively.
28-yard line. Brings up second down.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Blitz coming for Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Smith on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Trey Tucker. A gain of 9 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Really? This cannot be happening. Do it. With either down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And again, it's Smith. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Throwing off the play fake here. On him quick, and they bring it down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
All right, here we go, second down. Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here he is on third and long. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Trying to hit his fullback there. So it'll be second down.
And 10.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Herbert from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He lofts it deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10, give to Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Najee Harris, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
21. Raiders 7.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Complete here to Bowers. Short pickup to their own 31. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
We saw those guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if we weren't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is Gentine on 2nd. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49.
He's across midfield.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun give here to Genty. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Smith on third and long. Setting up the screen. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
15 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Trying to get outside here with Harris. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
That safety came flying, and we know he is never afraid to mix it up, man. He loves to dish out a big hit.
Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Harris. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They'll hand it off to Harris. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They give now to Najee. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Really, 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number one, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 31. He sends this one in the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
6 yards to go.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Tiburon now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21.
Chargers 28, Raiders 7.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Tucker now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Quick throw is caught. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Raiders football, but really just counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Smith. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
We've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Throw caught by his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Sending a receiver left. Now an inside handoff to Harris. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at
These
the line of
linebackers of
scrimmage.
today, they are so
No gain
quick.
on
They're
the
so
play.
twitchy. You don't get a
Second
body on them in a
and
hurry,
10.
they're going to
At
stick
the
you right at the line of
33-yard
scrimmage.
line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's a gain of 11.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They give to Harris from the gun. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
He's
Feeling it? You're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. This is Harris on 2nd down. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look.
Let's go, Chargers!
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Now an inside give to Hampton. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Pick up a 4, that brings up 3rd and goal.
The tackle made at the
Okay, this is going to be a
3-yard line.
fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Third and goal. Here's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point. Every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Dicker connects there. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of the ship. It's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field.
26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Smith. Hauled in by Myers. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Complete to Jacoby.
Okay, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
On the sneak at Smith. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. This is Genty. Got the give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
He's taken down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Draw play here, Hampton. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. Looked great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time and forced the 4th down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Dicker connects there, and that grows the lead to 27.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Tucker now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. They've got 1st down from the 31. First play is going to be again to Genty. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the 38. Flush down out to his left. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's going to keep this one. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 1-yard gain on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Man in motion here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He takes it himself. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Raiders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. They motion Tucker over left. 1st down, Smith to throw. He's got a man left. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Smith on 1st down. Hits his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Smith to the air now. That's complete to Bowers outright. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for Raiders first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
He has the touchdown. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Raiders 14.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For the Raiders.
On return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
From Little League football to the NFL, that is a play that a safety dreams of. Sees that toss play coming and is able to come downhill and knock it backwards.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.